So continuing, we're going to talk about compilers and interpreter and the difference and how they work. So the compiler interpreters use the data type to use it as intended by the user. A compiler, it is a computer program that translates from one language to another. It is used to translate from a high-level programming to a low-level language. For instance, assembling language to machine language code. Interpreter, it was at the compiler. However, there is a small difference. Interpreter convert code into machine code when the program is wrong. So here we have a diagram of how compilers are working and interpreter works. So let's follow here. So we have the source code for both. Then we have the compiler interpreter, and you can see compilers, it take all the code and translate it to machine code in once, and then you have the output. But interpreter is converting each line by line, and then you will have the output. So this is the big difference. While compilers, you need to write the whole program, it will check all the lines, compile and show you the errors if you have errors. An interpreter, we go line by line and it will execute the instructions. Here the compiler gives you analysis of the syntax error. This is just like extra information. IDE, we have many of them depending on your program, which language you are using, and it means integrated development environment. It is a software used by developers which contain compiler and interpreter. It consists of source code editor, building automation, and debugger. We have NetBeans, Eclipse, IntelliJ, Microsoft Visual Studio, and PyCharm. This is PyCharm. So PyCharm is for Python. We have Eclipse, it could be by C++, Java. IntelliJ is for Java. We have Visual Studio, Microsoft, for C++, for C#. In this case, we're gonna use for C++, C#. This one we will use for Java, and this one we will use for Python.